Hi guys, it's Kayla here again, and with another Pokemon RNG fusions, this time Generation 1. There were many different Pokemon to be chosen. I did 1 through 151, so let's do this. The first one, I was surprised about. They're my two favorite poison types besides Nidorina line, because they're pretty much the same thing. Except Nidoqueen's more defensive. Come at me, fans. No, I'm kidding. This guy took me the longest, and like in the last episode, if you didn't see it, I will put it in the iCard up above. But if you did not see the last one, I made a Gothita Love Disc fusion that ended up very gruesome, and I think I did the same thing here. The Nidoking fused with the coughing, but it's like floating where its torso would be. So it's just like I'm floating with this top half of a Nidoking on me. Oh boy. I can't handle the weight, and it just attaches itself to the base part and just controls that way. And I'm being gruesome again with that famous face. I fix it later on, but dear God, I hated this face the first time. I couldn't stop laughing. And then the smoke and stuff is coming out of all the horns because I thought of like poison geysers. I thought of just poisonous gas. I do a different method of coloring here. I do take it away because I don't like doing this version because it's just so messy at the end of it. And people are doing fireworks outside. It's almost the 4th of July. Actually, it's not even July yet. What the heck? But I fix the face here, make it more nervous, but like contempt with it. Like, okay, what's going on with me? But yeah, the colors were close enough together. They're like the perfect poison type, like pure poison. It's not like poison dark like Nidoking is normally. Don't quote me on that. I think it's poison dark. This is what happens when I ramble and I don't edit. The whites, what you would see as white, is now gray because it's like they're toxifying their self. And just make it's a very parasitic relationship, but yet they make it symbiotic. They honestly seem okay. I can't I think they're okay for the most part since they're both immune to poison and the gas is just coming out of almost every orifice. I thought it would be too busy if I just put it out of the mouth too, but I was going to do that. Like Cough King, the formaldehyde Pokemon. This is what this feels like. It's like it's embalming itself from the inside out, but with coughing gas. Oh my God, I'm awful, but still. I loved this, and I loved working on it. I still love the concept of it, even though I was being gruesome yet again. But that's to be expected with me. I'm a Danganronpa fan, even though all my favorite characters die. That's besides the point. Well, later in the series. Never mind. Spoilers. If you guys haven't played Danganronpa, please play it. It's such a good game. And I thought this came out pretty well. The soft shading is back, the more painted look. And by the time I highlighted it, it started to look pink. But I didn't mind this because pink and purples are kind of synonymous with poison types. But I think it turned out really well. It's honestly my second favorite of these three. Or 4. But there he is. He's cute. Yet dangerous. Now, on to the craziest one. My friend said this was adorable. I thought it was a creepy monstrosity of evil. As to be expected, I made it cute and creepy. But, I'm kind of thinking this Eevee became a cyborg. Not a cyborg, but I mean, like, infused with the electrodes, both giddy energy and just straight up malice. And it just ends up making this look so much better. And just, oh, it's so good. It's a meme. It's a meme at this point, I think. Because it just has the electrode tail. Like, hey, catch me in a Pokeball. Oh, you think you catch me? Nope. That's my Boom Boom tail. That came out awful. But I gave the electrode little blushy cheeks to add some Eevee cuteness. I kept the chest fur the same, but I went a very Harley Quinn route from the DC universe. I don't keep up with superheroes, but I know Harley Quinn is one of my favorites. So I did like a real split in Eevee's colors. I also took the majority of Eevee's like browns, made it darker, added it. Why I did the electrode in brown is because it infused with the Eevee. It infused the Bomb powers. And then a cream color, because it's not technically white like electrodes, and it's not technically the same cream color as Eevee's tuft of fur. So it's supposed to blend and be different. And now you have a silver... I did the silver eyes because black eyes as electrode normally count to blindness. But I imagine these silver eyes are full of death and destruction. That's why there's a star in it every single time. You just see this in the wild and you're like, oh no! I'm gonna blow up. I would call this a firework. Speaking of which, this is electric normal. But I bet it would be destructive as heck on its own. I am a family-friendly channel. I am refraining from making a suicide bomber joke. But you just see it scampering along, and then you see its electrode tail, and then you go boom. You don't even get a second to rest. You just go boom. Meaning in the Pokemon world, of course, folks. I'm not meaning tragedies in other places of the world. But that's okay. Now, tragedies are not okay. Tragedies are not okay. I mean, it's okay that I can joke about it. But not too much. There hasn't been any recently that I know of. So, we're good. Oh, I'm on thin ice. But I got the highlights and the shading done. And I am proud of this baby. I am proud at how many jokes this will become, especially with me. And the name is very unoriginal. Eevee Electrode. Yeah, I could have done better. Now, on to the one that I did the best. At least in my opinion. Hypno and Abra. The two psychic yellow devils of the Kanto region. Oh boy. I went through a lot of changes with this. You see how there's eyebrows above the two eyes? Those are another set of eyes. Those are Abra's eyes. Yeah, it makes you think a little bit, doesn't it? I had both their ears as like their ultimate connective power. And their claws are a mix of the feet of Abra. I think Abra has clawed hands too. You just can't see it on the reference. I have like, I did like a Newton ball toy thing with the circle pocket watch like thing that Hypno has, as well as a spoon from a string, and they just clink together, and that's how he lures people away. Just clink, 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 clink. But anyways, in all seriousness, I gave it the boot-like look of Abra's. I gave it the neck fur, excuse me. Both ears, the armor of Abra, made it look like it has gloves on too, because Hypno needs a set of gloves for what he does. I'm awful today. I'm so sorry. And I'm so close to the mic. I really hope this doesn't hurt anybody. But as I was saying, I do the shading, and this turned out so cute that I posted to my friend's Discord server, "Help, I made Hypno cute." And some of them just laughed. And I also showed a picture of the finished Abrano. And they ignored me. Who doesn't, right? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, we're finishing off the shading and the highlights. And I was so proud. I said this like 4 times. Let's go on to another topic then. Speaking of firework Pokemon, there's fireworks outside. I already said that. Crap. Unscripted rambles about what I see in a preview. Perfect. But these guys would be pure psychic. I'd probably add Psychic Fairy to it, only because it looks like a little imp. I also took some inspiration from the new Pokemon that was shown through the Sword and Shield demo, called Impidimp. Can this just be its evolution? Just Abrano. But here he is. Or here they are. It's so cute. Cutely weird. And now to the bonus fusion suggested by my friend Megan when I showed the Abrano off. I was like, no, I don't take suggestions, but if it relates to the video concept, then I will do it. And I did, because Eevee and Vulpix, both in the first generation. Yay. I made this for her, mostly, and I thought I'd add it into the video so that you'd get more than just the basic things I rolled in a random number generator. Next time will be Generation 2, so if anyone has a suggestion for Gen 2, which is Johto, anyone that doesn't know, actually, you would kind of be watching my videos if you knew Pokemon. Still. Johto region Pokemon, mainly, I can't think today. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about the fusion more now. The fusion is using mostly Vulpix's body, Eevee's tails, and Vulpix's curls as the chest fur. Didn't add the curls to the hair because I think there were too many. Add little markings for both the feet and the tails. And the belly, of course. The eyes and ears, I didn't know what to do with until I started experimenting with the eye colors. Not specifically eye colors, but they're close enough to the eye colors of Eevee and Vulpix. And I merged them together, and they actually became like this real sunset look. because you wouldn't know this was a fire type unless you saw, like, the sunset in their ears and eyes. Had to edit something out. During this time of making some of these, I needed my bed to be fixed, so I was on the ground, or not on the ground, but on my mattress on the ground, so I was sleeping in a weird position to where I had to strain my neck to look up at the computer to finish these, and I wanted to get these done in a timely manner. I do it all for you guys, but my bed's fixed now, so I can continue doing these, and yeah. The shading went pretty well. I went a little erase crazy, so I had to draw a lot of it back, but honestly, this is my little cinnamon roll. Because I bet if it was the Sweet Mon, the Poke Treats, I think it's what that one fan game has. Yeah, I think it's Poke Treats. This would just be a little cinnamon roll with, like, icing on its chest swirls. I'm weird today, but thank you guys so much for watching this and my rambles too. If you want to see more, hit the little bell beside my videos when you subscribe to me, and thank you guys so much. Follow me on Twitter at @KJunkie, and have a really good day, night, evening, whatever. See you guys.